Hello, today is 3 months on Mounjaro exactly. I should probably do this when I'm not smashing around. I'm going to my friend's, so I'm going to do my makeup. It's really, really hot and I've got the fan on next to me and I don't know if it's going to be annoying to listen to. I should probably turn it off. So it's going to be annoying, constant background noise, isn't it? I'll turn it off, I'll just suffer. Yeah, that would have been annoying. Okay, right, anyway. Don't judge me because, you know, I'm nearly 36. Yeah, I'm 35 and I still do my makeup probably the same as I did when I was 16. So jumped on the scale this morning and it's so frustrating. So frustrating. So I do measure myself. I'm getting really mixed up with measuring and weighing when I talk. So I weigh myself throughout the week. I only take it from Mondays as like my official reading because that's week to week, you know. And I jab on a Monday. There we go. Let's let that sink in. Oh my God, I'm already so hot. Yeah, so I take it from Mondays. All week, the scales have been saying 207, which would have been £2 down. I jump on this morning, it was 207 yesterday. 207 yesterday. Not just yesterday, throughout the week. I went on multiple times just to sort of track my progress and see where I'm at. Got on this morning. I mean, yesterday, the heat this week. Yesterday was so hot. In my house, it's really hot. And then I had to use a tumble dryer, which made like the whole of the downstairs even hotter. I also feel like the consistency of my makeup, like straight out of the bottle, is like it's melted. It's so hot. So even doing my makeup just feels even more like wet. Anyway, yeah, I jumped on the scale today and it was 209, which is another maintain. But it's been 207 all week. So I don't know whether, I mean, I know what I'm going to do, but I don't know how to categorize it in my brain as to whether it's a maintain or have I lost £2 because it was £2 loss all throughout the week. And then today it's the same as last week. I think I'm just going to take it as a maintain because I need to, you know, keep consistent, not just take it lower because it was lower. And today's my weigh day. So let's just keep it as that. So that means it's a maintain, which is really disappointing. But being 207 a week, is it £2 loss? I don't know. What would you do? How would you take it? I don't know. But I feel like if I do say it's £2 loss just because it's been that all week, then if next week is the same, then it would be a gain. So I'll just have to put it in my app as 209. Not going to lie. Today is Monday. It's weigh day. It's 209. That's what I'm going to put in. So I still feel like, despite this, like I'm going to go on cats or something. I still feel like it's giving me 2.5 milligrams. It's giving me all right suppression. I'm very up and down with it. I'm very up and down with how I feel about 2.5, whether I want to go up or not. But I think ultimately, you know, I am eating so much less. I was thinking yesterday when I was ordering like my food shopping and stuff, my main thing that I used to eat was savoury snacks. I'm a very savoury person. I'm not really a chocolate. I'm so fucking hot. I feel really sweaty already. I've not been wearing makeup in this heat, but I'm going to see my friend and I haven't seen her in like a really, really long time. Like a really long time. So I don't want to turn up looking like shit. I need this fucking fan on. Hang on. Just for a bit. Right, turn that off. I can't remember what I was saying now. I feel like it's giving me enough suppression. Oh yeah, I think what it was what I tend to snack on. I was doing the food shopping the other day, and I noticed that I don't really order the things that I used to snack on anymore, and anything similar to it is for my daughter, and I don't really eat it as much. So my main thing was crisps. I used to, in the Asda shopping, would get like a big share bag of crisps or Pringles and stuff. You'll notice in the kitchen videos where I'm like got stuff behind me, sometimes there's some Pringles there, but you'll know if they're mine because I only eat one flavour, which is salt and vinegar. My daughter eats barbecue and like the green ones. I can't remember what they are, but I don't like those ones. So yeah, I only eat salt and vinegar Pringles. So if they're blue, they're mine. But they're not, because I'm not buying them for me anymore. I'm not going to be able to talk now because I'm going to do my eyeliner. Why I'm bothering to do my eyeliner, I don't know, because it's just going to melt right off in like 10 minutes. Right, yeah, be right back. Okay, that's done. They are not even, but we'll go with it. It's fine, whatever. Can't be bothered. It's going to melt off anyway. Anyway, yeah, and I think I've only bought Pringles once since starting Mounjaro, which was only a couple of weeks ago. Because like I say, I am able to sort of eat more snacky foods. I found like at the start, obviously this, oh look at that, I just smudged it. I don't know if you can see it on there. Yeah, so over the last few months, I've found that at the start, I really wasn't craving anything. Like 2.5 was difficult to eat anything. The first few weeks, and then I found like for the first month, maybe. I mean, you can go back and watch all my videos and see whether my memory of this is correct or not. But I feel like the first sort of month, I really wasn't craving any kind of junk food. Like I didn't have takeaways. I think I tried to have one takeaway after like 3 weeks, and I ended up throwing it away. I tried to eat it, but I thought I wanted it and I didn't want it. I couldn't eat it. Yeah, and I found like the only thing I was really craving was like fruit and vegetables and like cooked meat, like steamed chicken or steamed salmon, stuff like that. So I was only really craving like genuinely nutritious food. It's like my body knew what it needed rather than what I would normally want to have. And I really liked that. So that is why I'm kind of tempted to go up to 5, because I'm losing that now. Sort of going back to snacky food. It's still, I feel, giving me an all right amount of suppression. Like, I don't feel like I should go up to 5 yet. I mean, everyone else probably gone up to 5 by now because I've been on it 3 months, and I think most people go up after a month. But I think a lot of people are now staying around 2.5 so long as they're losing weight. Then I think the advice used to be that you go up every month, and now it's if you're losing weight on a dose, then just stay on it until you stop losing weight. I need to figure out what I've lost all month. I've had 2 weeks of maintain, technically now, because of today. So I bet it's going to be really fucking disappointing. And after I jab tonight, I've got 2 more weeks of this dose. So I need to decide in the next couple of weeks what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to go up to 5. This is why I don't do 2 things at once, because I don't know what I was fucking talking about now. No, not that lipstick. No. Where's my lipstick? Blankety. Blankety. Blankety blank. So we like no colour. Don't care. Even though I've had my lips done. That's all I've had done. Because I used to have a really, really gummy smile. And he was just super self-conscious of it. So I hated seeing my like real smile in pictures. I still don't like to see my real smile in pictures because I still feel it kind of looks like that. But yeah, I got lip filler like 3 or 4 years ago for that. And yeah, I'm 36. I'm not 36. Why am I adding 4 months onto myself? I'm 35 until October. And, you know, I don't know if I want Botox or not. I don't think I need it. I can still express myself, so. But I know a lot of people with Botox and they look so good. But I also want to try not to. Because also I do a lot of self-portraits and I need to be able to have an expressive face. I mean, I don't often show expression in my face because I'm autistic, so I only really have this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very expressive in my face. It was in my autism report. I tell you what, having my autism report, I got diagnosed at 34. Yeah, I got diagnosed last year in February. Or was I 33? I can't remember. But anyway, I was diagnosed late in life because my daughter was diagnosed. And as I learnt about it, it was like, okay, well, this is like reading about myself. The more I was reading about autism in girls, and it made a lot of my life make sense. And now I don't like, for anyone that thinks it's like pointless getting a diagnosis, even the doctor was like, is there any point getting diagnosed? There's a 2-year waiting list, so you'll be 36, you'll be 34. And I was like, well, actually, I want to do it so that my daughter will be going through the process at the same time as me, so she's not on her own with it. And then if I get a diagnosis as well, then I can like set an example of what you can overcome with your challenges, and that autism, like the things that I struggle with, it's not an excuse. Autism isn't an excuse to not do something, but it's to know where your challenges lie and what you need in order to be able to overcome those challenges or to be more comfortable within something that's difficult. So yeah, but for my own personal reasons, since being diagnosed, I find that I'm a lot more forgiving on things that I used to really try and push through with myself in negative ways, such as like socializing and stuff. I would drink heavily to be able to socialise, and now I don't. And I'm okay with the fact that I don't really like socialising. I'm a one-on-one person. Like, I like seeing my friends, but I don't really like being in a group. And if I go to group things, then it's very rare. But I know that I'm going to be drained the next day, so I need to know that I need to like make sure that I'm setting aside like at least half a day or a day to be able to recover and not be working, not be shooting, editing, stuff like that. So that's what I mean with like knowing what you need, but it's not an excuse kind of thing. So anyway, what was I saying that? Oh yeah, because I'm not very expressive. When I got my autism report, she said on the phone that it's not, when I read it, it's not a personal attack and there's no right or wrong way to do things and stuff like this, but it's just noting down the things that like basically tick the list of making me autistic. And when I read it, I was like, oh yeah, no, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna, I was like, why would I take it personally? Why would I be offended? That's who I am. I am who I am. Anyway, and then I read it and I was just like, I feel like such a stupid human. Like, why am I so incapable? Yeah, so I've only read it a couple of times since then because it is interesting, but I don't know. It points out all the things I think that obviously make me different, and I didn't think that I would struggle with that, but I did. But yeah, it says that like I don't make eye contact. I can look at this because all I'm doing here is looking at me in a screen. So, but if I could see someone's face on the other side of this, like my autism diagnosis assessment was actually like it had to be online, so it's on video, and I was like, oh, they're not gonna, like, I'm if you meet me in person, you'll know, because I can't look at you. And I know that's only one stipulation, but like, it's really obvious. And if Dan's here, then I would talk to you, but I'd look at Dan when I'm saying things, and then I'd look back at you afterwards for maybe a couple of seconds, and I'll look over your shoulder. Like, I really struggle to make eye contact. I do it, but not for very long. But I've had many years of masking and learning how to make it look normal. I think, vouching for myself there, I don't know, maybe I don't look normal when I do it. Anyway, I thought they're not going to pick up on it because they're not in person with me. But apparently I also do it on Zoom calls. I look away from the camera. I look over here when I'm talking, because I know that if this wasn't my face that I'm looking at right here, if it was your face, you're looking back on me on the camera, then I would be looking over here as I'm talking, and then I might check in with you every now and again. I think it's uncomfortable. It must be something about being perceived. It does feel like that. Anyway, on there it says that my body language, basically that I don't have much body language, and I don't have many facial expressions, and that my voice doesn't range in pitch or tone, which I already know, which is why I'm surprised anyone watches these all the way through, because I have a very monotone voice. I try to. If you hear it go up like this, that is me trying. I'm trying. And again, that's like a level of masking that I've picked up from obviously like working with people. But if I'm just being normal, then it's basically just pretty flat. So anyway, that was a massive tangent. But yeah, I need to have an expressive face for self-portraits. Even though if you look at my self-portraits, they're all basically just this. That's it. But I need the movement to be able to try at least. Yeah. But also I'm thinking, once I've lost weight, once I've got to, I don't want to alter myself more than my lips anyway, and I've decided I'm not going to get my lips done anymore. Once I've got to target weight, then maybe my skin will get better. I mean, I've been doing skincare regularly since January, like twice a day, every day, even if I can't be bothered. And my skin has got so much better. I'll tell you what I use, but it's not any expensive products. My skin's been so much better since I've been doing skincare, and I just use like cheap products. I use this thing, Simple, I don't know what it does. And I start with that. I think the things I was choosing, because I can't remember what it does now, but obviously I looked into it when I first bought it, is I get like a lot of, my skin tone doesn't feel even. I've got a lot of dark circles. I've got like rosacea and stuff on my cheeks. So it's anything that will like even out my skin tone essentially. So there's that from Simple. And then to try and get rid of my dark circles and my eye bags is Simple Brightening Gel. That's what I do second. And then I have a massive tub of Nivea. So I use that during the day. And then I also have this one for nighttime, which is my favourite. I absolutely love this. It is, again, it's Nivea. But it's Nourishing Nighttime Cream, 24-hour moisturiser. Anyway, the reason I like it is because it smells fucking amazing. Oh my god, I love it so much. I don't know what it smells like. I don't know if it's lavender. But yeah, I really like lavender. I know that people think that's an old lady smell, but I really like it. Some Olaplex oil, because I'm really trying to heal my hair. I mentioned it before that I used to have a split dye, and that's why this side is like longer and thicker than this side, because this side was bleached and this side wasn't. And I'm actually going to get some of it lobbed off next week after, in a couple of weeks. And I'm going to feel really self-conscious. I'm going to feel like my hair is super short. But the damage just needs to be cut off now because it's pissing me off. Right. Make a coffee and actually talk about Mounjaro. because I'm getting sidetracked so much while I'm trying to do two things. I can't do two things at once. Okay, right. Let's go downstairs. Oh, I left the fan on. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's go downstairs. Right. I was saying long before that I feel like 2.5 milligrams is giving me enough suppression at the moment. I am up and down with whether I feel like it is or not. But I think overall, like I say, I did my food shopping yesterday, and I noticed that I just don't have a lot of the things that I used to eat. And although it's not as suppressed as the beginning in like my first month, where I also would just struggle to eat at all, and so that I was often just like making myself eat a banana, so I'm eating something, and anything that I did want was actually like nutritious. But over the last sort of 6 weeks or so, I think I've been getting more snacky. I can have a snack and a meal, essentially. Maybe 2 snacks and a meal. But I know that if I have like lunch, I'm not going to be able to eat dinner later. So I kind of choose what meal I want out of the two. I've never really been fussed on breakfast, so yeah, which I normally pick dinner anyway. Whereas before, in the first sort of month or so, I was struggling to even just eat a meal. So I feel like it's like a good range right now. Sort of in the last month where I can enjoy food. I am going back to sort of more of the foods that I was eating before, where I can have like a bag of crisps, but it's not like, 'cause I don't think I ate crisps for the first 3 or 4 weeks on Mounjaro, and I was like stunned by that, not being interested in crisps, because they're like my number one food before they were my favourite thing to eat. So yeah, like I used to buy myself, that's what I was saying earlier, share size bags, and that'd be like my treat, and I'd eat that. But then that wouldn't be my only treat. I'd think it's my only treat because it's the big thing. But then I'd also load up on like a couple of pepperonis, a bag of those mini chicken things, fridge raiders, and then like some cheese and grapes and stuff like that. So it sort of mounts up over the evening, and then obviously Dan sits next to me and he has his plethora of food. I will say that he trains, so he goes between bulking and cutting, and when he's bulking, obviously he eats a lot of food, but he likes to eat a lot of food, so when he's cutting, he still eats a lot of food, but they're like low calorie foods and things that I am not interested in at all. So I always found it easier when he's cutting, but when he's bulking, I've always found it really difficult because he has food that I want to eat and then I eat it with him. Whereas when I started Mounjaro, he could be sat there and I'm not interested in it at all. So that felt really nice to be able to sit next to him and not like have to fight with myself as to whether I have something or not, because I literally didn't want it. So I feel like it's I feel like 2.5 is suppressing just the right amount, which I feel like it's going to come across like I'm in denial with today's weigh-in, with the fact that it's maintained for the second week in a row. And I am going to say it again, I was £2 off all week, and I got on today and it was a maintain. So yeah, I feel kind of like I'm giving wrong information, saying like it's fine and my suppression, but I'm not giving information to learn. I'm telling my experience and how I'm perceiving my thoughts, how I'm finding it and what I'm thinking, and that what I'm thinking might be wrong. But I feel like right now it's giving me a good amount of suppression. I can enjoy food still. I don't have any side effects, don't have any nausea, don't have any fatigue anymore, which kind of sucks because I'm struggling to sleep again. Literally, like the other night, I didn't sleep at all, to the point it got to 4:30 and I just drove down the beach and watched the sunrise, and then came back at 6:30 and then had like an hour and a half sleep, and then had to go and like function as a human for the day. So I've kind of been catching up on that the last couple of nights. But also it's just been really hot, which makes it worse. It makes it even harder to sleep. This week's really been really sucky for sleeping. I've also not been staying hydrated enough at all this week. Not at all. I'm so bad at staying hydrated, I really am. Which is why I have these big things. I don't take them out with me. I'm not like a Stanley girly kind of thing. I just need a big ass fucking bottle at home, so I know that I need to drink 2 of these and then it's done. I don't take it out with me, honestly, because I can't be asked to carry it. Yeah, I feel like Mounjaro has really cut out the food noise. It's made it a lot easier for me to be less impulsive around food. I feel like the suppression that 2.5 is giving me is just the right amount. I think I'd get more of a result if I did consistently the other things, because obviously I do the other things, but it's not consistent enough. So if I did strength training 3 times a week, every week, let's just start with once a week to get me back into it, like just get a routine, consistently drink enough squash, consistently count calories so I know where I am in the day, and get quality sleep. I know I can't do that, but if I could get more sleep, then that would make a difference, wouldn't it? So I feel like if I just jumped up to 5 because Mounjaro's not Mounjaroing enough, then I think deep down I will know that I didn't do enough first. So I do want to do those things. But I don't want it to be that I'm saying I want to do those things and then I don't do it. So I don't know whether should I record myself and do like a challenge and just upload it on my shorts every day, rather than like recording it and it being a big thing, but like every day, like show my stats or something. Because maybe I do just need to be babied. Maybe I need to be perceived by people to keep me on track. I don't know. But maybe I could do a challenge or something and see how I find that for a week. Just to get 10,000 steps in every day. Because I know I don't do that because I am home a lot. I do have a walking pad though, but I don't use it. By average out, I think about 6,000 a day. So even if I just tried to get 10,000 a day, that would be more movement, wouldn't it? Then add in water, then add in going to sleep at midnight, maybe? That's going to be difficult. Rather than 2 or 3 in the morning. Or not at all, like the other night. I feel like a bit of an imposter saying like that it's giving me the right amount of suppression while I'm sitting here on a second week of maintain. And let's figure out what I've actually lost this month, because this is going to be disappointing, isn't it? Well, I lost half a pound if we're going to be pedantic, because I was 209 exactly. At least the app's telling me I'm a success. Right, because I lost half a pound. Great. So 7 and then a half. So 7.5. Okay, I'll take that. So I've lost 7.5 pounds in month 3. 24.9 pounds is my total weight loss so far in 3 months, and I am 27% through my goal. Okay, because I did say every month that I lose half a stone, I will stay on 2.5, because I'm quite happy with that kind of progress, half a stone a month. That'll be slow enough that my skin should hopefully sort of be able to deal with it better. It is tempting when I think back to when I first started 2.5 and I could barely eat, and then my body literally just wanted like fruits and vegetables. It is tempting to go up to 5 for that, because then it really felt like I could hear what my body needed without any of the cloud and like without any of the, not just the noise, because I don't really have food noise anymore even now. We're on 2.5. Honestly, my videos really are not like educational. It is just my experience, and my experience, my head seems to be like, oh, I don't know, I want 5, but I think you should wait. So I'm going to listen to that and I'm going to wait. But yeah, 24.5 pounds, and I am going to count that half. 24.5 pounds in total in 3 months. as I've said before, not as fast as others, but I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm here for my own journey, and I'm choosing to stay on a lower dose, so that is obviously why it's slower. Right, okay. Oh no, wait, I was going to measure myself, wasn't I? I said that, hang on. Maybe this will make me feel better. It might make me feel worse, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, it's halfway through the day now. I was meant to measure myself this morning on an empty stomach. Well, I still haven't eaten, but as I said in my last video, I think my arms and waist will probably be the same. So they were 10.5 inches. They're now 9.25 inches. I've lost something on my arms. Honestly, my arms are going to be really slow because they're like, I feel like the amount I mention it means that I think I've got skinny arms. I don't have skinny arms, but honestly, I haven't really shown my belly. But if I stand back, I don't know. Like, that's my belly. Maybe don't stand like I'm pregnant. But that's my belly. And yeah, just whatever, okay? Everybody tells me as well, so it's not just in my head. Right, 9.25 would be 9.25 inches. I really was not expecting that, as you can probably tell. Okay, so I have actually lost something on my arms. That's amazing. Right, my thighs. Bang. I'm going to have to pull my trousers down. Let's do it that way. Okay, you can't see. Oh my God. That was difficult, wasn't it? Okay, they were 26 inches. They're now 24.5 inches. Oh, I'm so fucking glad I weighed myself. Why do I keep getting that mixed up? I am so glad I measured myself. Waist. Right. That was 38 inches. Let's pull my trousers up. The big one's going to be the hips, I reckon, because that's got my stomach. Right, how am I going to... I'll just pull my top up. Hang on. Okay. Right, so my waist, I do it right under my boobs. So that was 38 inches. Dead on 37 inches. Okay, so I've lost an inch. That's fine. It means it's not in my head. 48.75. Bearing in mind my hips obviously accounts for my stomach measurement as well, because it goes around my stomach. Right, so it was 48.75 inches and it is now 45.5. Definitely worth weighing yourself if you're just starting. See, I got it mixed up again. Definitely worth measuring yourself if you're just starting. 100% measure yourself, because I've been kind of disheartened that it was 7.5 pounds this month, but actually looking at my 3-month measurement loss, I'm happy with that, because I know it's not just in my head, because I am up and down with whether I'm seeing it or not. Right, okay, it's been nice chatting, and I will see you next week. Okay, love you, bye.